I'm Aurora Parong. I'm the director of Amnesty International Philippines. One of the new things that we're doing right now is the human rights education with indigenous women in the Philippines who are affected by corporations like palm oil corporations and mining corporations. And this is in fact the project that we work with the International Human Rights Education Center. So we have come out with our project, but they have also helped us further develop it, enhance it, and especially in relation to monitoring and evaluation indicators. We only started early this year in February, but what we see is that human rights education can really get indigenous women who rarely say something in community meetings or about issues, that they have the potentials, they can be empowered to speak more about their views about human rights issues, as well as to say about the effects to themselves as well as to the communities, and that it is important to assert one's rights if it is violated. Human rights education played a big role in our campaign for the Arms Trade Treaty. So AI Philippines members had to be trained on the problems related to arms and ammunitions going into the wrong hands to governments who use it to violate human rights. And we wanted that the Philippines should also vote for the adoption of the Arms Trade Treaty at the United Nations. Initially, the government said that they support an arms trade treaty, but that they do not want to include ammunitions in the treaty. But finally, they were convinced. But we had to do a lot of things. We had to train our members so that they can gather signatures for the petition that were sent to different governments of the world. But also, they were trained so that they can convince local government officials in the Philippines to come out with a position asking the Philippine president to really vote for the Arms Trade Treaty. And we got that. So human rights education is really very important, not just for our members, but that government officials should be aware about human rights, what are the human rights issues, so that they can also take action in relation to policy or implementation of projects of government.